Hello unicorns, thank you for tuning in to another video. So today we'll be going through my library haul. I'll put up my phone screen grab somewhere so you can see what I see. But let's just jump right into it, shall we? So the first book, as you can see, is River Sing Me Home by Eleanor Shearer. And I've got 7 days left on that. Now, it shows that I've already started, but honestly, I don't remember. I think this is one of those ones where I started it and I just renewed alone because I wasn't in the mood for it. But I'm still interested in reading this book. And I feel like I am going to read it within this next 7 days, okay? So this is a historical fiction about a woman trying to search for her children once slavery has ended in Barbados. The next one we have is Behind the Scenes, and I have 9 days left on this. So this is, as I said, this is not my go-to genre normally. It's more of a filler genre for heavier reads, but I am intrigued by this storyline. Okay, it is a LGBTQ fiction. It is an LGBTQ. So it's an LGBT. You know what? Why did they make those letters sound the same? It's an LGBTQ. That sounds like I said it right, innit? I'm just going to use queer. I'm just going to say queer. Because people with a heavy tongue like I have, and people that stutter a lot and has a lisp. And why do they say lisps for people that has? That's such an awkward word. I'm just going to say people with a heavy tongue like me can't say certain words. So why am I making a YouTube channel when I can't talk right? It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. But anyway, so this queer fiction is about a middle-aged woman. It says middle-aged, but she's 30. That ain't middle-aged. It's 30 middle-aged. Am I middle-aged? Oh, I'm grown and sexy, but I'm not middle-aged. Middle-aged sounds old. Middle-aged sounds like my mama. Sounds like how... No, okay. I'm going to change it up. So it's about a grown and sexy woman in her 30s who creates mindfulness videos. What are mindfulness videos? Like meditation videos? I don't know. We're moving on. So she creates mindfulness videos, but she still finds her life lacking in some way. And then she meets another woman called Ash, who wants to be a director and has had a bad breakup in the past. So they meet, they come together, and they basically help each other out in the aspects of their lives, like, I don't know, making movies. But obviously love ensues, romance ensues. That's all I kind of know about it. I'm still intrigued by that because I do like seeing grown folks fall in love at my big old age. So yeah. The next book we have that is due in 9 days is Martha Wells' The Witch King. Now this is what I'm doing a hybrid read for this. So I think I'm going to do this once I'm done with River Sing Me Home. I don't know what this book's about. I have no idea. I have never read a Martha Wells book in my life. I hear all the rage about Murderbot. I do want to get into Murderbot. But something about this book is calling to me. A Witch King. A Witch King. Yes, I'm going to read it. I don't know what it's about. It's going blind. The next book we have is The Changeling by Victor Lavelle. And that is due in 10 days. Now, this is a fantasy horror. Now, again, I don't know much about this book. I kind of know what a changeling is. I think it's like a ghost or a fairy that comes and steals your baby when it's sleeping and then takes its place. So you don't know that your baby is actually a demon fairy. I think that's what a changeling is. But I am interested in this book because Apple TV has adapted this into a show. And I wanted to watch the show. But I'm trying to do this thing where I read the source material first before watching the show, if I can. And then try and compare the difference, okay? So that's what we're doing with this. The next one I have is Hench. This will be a hybrid read again, and I probably will get to this after I finish The Witch King. So, I don't know. But I am most excited to read this one because I loved Amazon Prime's show called The Boys, and I heard this is for people who love The Boys, you know. And even when I look at what it's compared to, what the synopsis is, it says The Boys meets my year of rest and relaxation. I kind of love it already. I haven't even begun it and I kind of love it. So just to give you a brief overview, it's about a woman who is like a temp in this superhero run world. She works as a temp and she gets injured by a superhero. Like, who's at fault here? Who's there to blame? Superheroes are meant to save the people they're in. But they're not. They're out here just running amok. So what she does, she collects all the data of all the superhero involved incidents about the damages they cause and puts it into a spreadsheet and publishes it online. This catches the attention of a baddie, of a villain, and they are working together to bring down the system. And again, it sounds exactly like the premise of The Boys, and I'm here for it. Yes. The next book I have is Life's Too Short by Abby Jimenez. I have 14 days left on this loan. Now, I don't know too much about this one. I know that Abby is under everybody's mouth these days. She's up there with Emily Henry, for me anyway. Well, no, Emily Henry is not that high for me. But anyway, but everyone's talking about her, and I read part of this world and enjoyed it. It was an okay read, and so I just want to try more of her works to see if it's a one-hit wonder or does she have what it takes to get my attention, you know? So the premise of this is there's a woman who quits her job and starts a YouTube channel and blogs her worldly travels and gains a following. Love that for her. But then her sister, the selfish bitch that she is, leaves her baby with her. So now this woman who's living her best life got to take care of this picnic. And she's trying to navigate, like, let me tell you one thing about me. My sister can never leave her picnic with me. I am never, like, I'm meant to be that auntie. I'm meant to be the auntie that calm, that gets drunk, that acts a fool, you know, and that tells you about her life. And you're like, oh, that's my fun auntie. She's a real traveler. I don't see her much, but she always has them stories. That's me. That's my role in life. So if my sister ever dropped her baby to me and expects me to take care of it and raise it, I'm not playing my role in life. You know, I'm not being the person that I'm born to be. So anyway, it's not about me, it's about the book. This book, I'm interested. I want to see what she does. Well, on with it. I want to know. Okay, the next book we have is Patsy by Nicole Dennis Ben. And again, I have 16 days left on this loan. Now, I'm going to do a hybrid reader. I do have the ebook out as well. And I love books centered around Jamaica and her people, because let's be honest, we're the best. So this book is about a woman called Patsy who leaves Jamaica to go to New York to follow her friend and just run a fool in New York. However, she leaves a daughter behind in Jamaica. We're just following these two storylines. Patsy living it up in New York, and True is her daughter in Jamaica, and she's struggling with coming to terms that her mama left her behind. Next book is No Filter and Other Lies, and I have 70 days left on this. This is a YA fiction. Now, I don't know why I put this on I took this out because I don't normally read YA fiction, and when I do, I don't really resonate with it, but yeah. But anywho, this is about a 21-year-old who posts a glamorous life on Insta. You know, she gets a rich Gucci bag, gets her nails done, travels, jets, whatever, you know, lifestyle blogs. That's what she's doing. However, twist, she's not 21, she's 16. Okay, she doesn't have a glamorous life. She's 16 and she is living life like a 16-year-old, you know, doing ordinary 16-year-old shit. All her posts are fake. She's taking it from another account and posting it as her own. Now the story really gets going once the person who she stole the pictures from realizes what she's done, and her lies and deception are being Unraveled, and it's just about the girl trying to dig herself out of this hole that she's lied herself into. And I'm just interested to read this book, to read the commentary on what social media has done to the youth of today. You know, what this pretense of living that life, living the glamorous life means. Like, everybody wants to document their lives. Everybody wants to brag that this is what I got, this is what I'm doing. But sometimes, most of the time, what I really want to see is the women sitting at home. Not even the women, it's the people sitting at home, staying indoors, okay? Drinking their drink, you know? Put their warm fuzzy socks on, you know? I want to know what type of couch you brought and how comfortable it is. The depth perception, you know? When you sit down and your backside hits the back, I want to know how much space you have from your thigh and when your knee crooks, okay? I don't care about other lifestyle stuff, and I feel like social media has ruined children of today, has ruined the generation that has come in. But yeah, so that's why I'm interested in No Filter and Other Lies, you know? Okay, next book. We have 8 Perfect Murders, and this again will be a hybrid, as you can see. I have 70 days to read this. Oh, and it's also by Peter Swanson. Now, this is a thriller suspense that I have been hearing a lot about. I swear everybody loved it last year, so I need to read it before I get spoilers. And I love me a murder mystery, okay? And this is exactly what this is. There's a murder and they're trying to solve it. So it's about a guy that I believe he had a podcast. Well, he had a podcast back in the day that documented 8 perfect murders and unsolved crimes that the police was never able to crack. So are these murderers still running free? Probably, they haven't solved it. So these murderers are still out there and about. He doesn't do the podcast anymore. He runs a bookshop. And an FBI agent comes to the bookshop and says, look, you used to talk about these 8 murders. And I have a case that's really similar to what you used to talk about. Help me solve it. And when the FBI agent asks that bookseller, that ex-podcaster, to help him solve the crime, what I'm really hearing is that agent talking to me through the book saying, Tiffany, I've got a case you need to solve. Help me solve it. And that's what I'm going to do, because I'm DCI Donkey and I'm here to solve cases. Okay? So 8 Perfect Murders, I'm going to read that. Now let's have a look at books that I'm currently reading, in the middle of, and my status with them. So right now I'm reading Everybody is Thinking It by Alemi Ototomi, and I have 7 days for that. This is a YA fiction mystery, you know, like trying to uncover the culprit situation. However, it's based in a boarding school in the UK, and it says it's like Mean Girls meets Dear White People. And yeah, I do get that vibe. That's an accurate comparison. But honestly, I am kind of over this whole black students in white spaces and the race problem that's being discussed in this book. I get it's a topic that should be spoken about, that should be highlighted in all forms of media. But I just read The Ace of Spades and now I'm reading this and I'm kind of getting over this whole trope. The next book I'm in the middle of is In My Dreams I Hold a Knife by Ashley Winstead. I have 4 days left of this. I am doing a hybrid read for this and I just can't get into it. It is a mystery thriller about 6 friends, 1 college reunion and 1 unsolved murder. That line alone got me interested. I wanted to know what are the murderers, what's happening. But I'm 70% in and I think I've been reading this for God near 2 weeks. And it's just, I don't care about the voice of the main character. At this point, when I'm reaching the 20% mark, is when I decide whether I'm going to DNF a book. And this is looking like a DNF. Because I don't care. I already know who died. I already know the suspects are kind of lining up. And I don't care for the reasons. Like, I'm not into it. So I might just DNF it now. I have 4 days. It probably is going to be a DNF, to be honest with you. Sorry, not sorry. The next book is Golden Sun, and this is book 2 of the Red Rising Saga by Pierce Brown. I have 12 days left on this. I am doing a reread because I read the original trilogy. I didn't rate it as high as everybody else. I wasn't, it was a good standard sci-fi YA trilogy, but I wasn't gushing and oohing and ahhing like the other girlies out here. But then I heard he's extended the series. There's more books coming out, and they are said to be better. They are said to be darker, and I want to read those. But I feel like I need to refresh my memory on what happened in the original trilogy before I can read those. The next book I have is Here Comes the Sun by Nicole Dennis Benn again. As you previously remembered, I did have Patsy on my list. And I have 18 days left on this. Technically, it says I already read part of this book, but I'm gonna have to restart it because I first took this out a couple of months ago and I just wasn't in the mood to listen to it then, to read it then. So I kind of just stopped, and now at this point I don't remember what I've read. I don't remember what's gone on. So I'm gonna have to restart this book. So I'm probably gonna read this after I read Patsy. So this book is about a holiday resort in Montego Bay, Jamaica, and a woman who, I believe she's running it. She's trying to save enough money to send her sister off to school so she doesn't end up in sex work. Because I think in the past, the main girl used to use her sexuality to get money, or was a sex worker, can't really remember. But she's trying to save her baby sister from that. So all while that's happening, there's another company coming in, another holiday resort that wants to build on her turf, I believe. She's like, no, not gonna happen. This is my area. I'ma defend my station. And all through that, again, first storyline, romance is happening because she has a feeling for another woman. So we have queer lesbian vibes going on in this book as well. So it's interesting. I'm intrigued to know. As I said before, I love all books around Jamaica. So I need to read it. We're gonna read it. And the last book that I have that people are waiting on that needs to get sent back is Deep as the Sky, Red as the Sea, and I have 16 days to read this. Now, at first, I thought this was a fantasy about pirates, but no. This is a historical fiction about a Chinese pirate queen. Okay, this is a real story. Now me, I love my pirate stories. Whether they're real life, whether they're fantastical, as long as it's pirates, I'ma read it. So I'ma read this one, as you already know. So that's it. That's just a mini library haul, a mini library TBR. These are the books that I have to read because people are waiting to read them. Okay, so if I don't read them in this time frame, they're gonna be taken away from me, and I don't want them to be taken away from me. No. So yeah, thank you for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll be back with another video soon. Okay, bye.